Okay, I can think of nothing witty or funny because I'm still thinking of Seaman Boy from the last one. So listen, thank you. Thank you for still listening.
Even though
to This Is Truly News, we appreciate you very much. We know that you have liked, subscribed, and followed us. If you would have your friends do that, you'll probably be down a few friends, but we'll get a few listeners, and it works out best for us. Thank you.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
It's a three-peat.
Not Clive Jones again.
No.
Thank you.
No, he's got 138 Pete or something. Just after the three-peat will come into focus as I move through the story.
I will wait here.
Just after 3 a.m. the other day,
there's a 3.
Glendale police officers observed 47-year-old James Langdon pacing in a parking lot near the intersection of Colorado Street and Louise Street. Langdon ran out of the lot and across a crosswalk against a don't walk sign. Officers say they attempted to stop Langdon for the infraction, but he fled. So officers chased him for jaywalking on foot. And after a brief struggle, they detained him for the traffic violation and now obstruction. Langdon requested medical attention and was transported to the hospital. He was then issued a notice to appear in court at a later date and released at the hospital. Later that morning, around 9:30 a.m., Glendale officers responded to a business on the 1400 block of East Chevy Chase Drive after receiving reports of a man trespassing. Officers arrived on scene. They located Langdon, who was trying to get into a closed part of the business. He was then arrested and booked for trespassing. According to police, due to LA County's emergency $0 bail order, Langdon was released from custody within 3 hours of being booked.
There's another 3.
Later that day, 1789, around 7 p.m. That's only funny if you know the movie Start the Revolution Without Me. It's worth watching. Just never mind. Officers responded to an apartment building on the 600 block of Balboa Avenue.
Rocky?
Regarding a burglary.
Oh, no.
Officers located Langdon walking through the building's hallway. Once he noticed the officers, he ran into the victim's apartment, which was at that point unoccupied, and barricaded himself inside. Police say Langdon caused about $6,000 in property damage to the victim's apartment and the apartment complex. He was arrested and booked for burglary and felony vandalism and remains in custody on $150,000 bail.
Got it right that time.
3 times one day.
1, 2, 3 times. A loser. Tourists and locals in Venice, Italy got all judgy. That's just how it's written.
They do it.
When a 30-year-old Czech woman stripped off her top and went for a swim near the Monument to the Partisan Woman. It's a bronze sculpture of a reclining woman, rests partly in and partly out of the water. After her semi-naked dip, the unnamed woman climbed onto the monument and posed for pictures, according to CNN.
Okay.
Mario Nason was walking by with his...
complaining about this?
Wait for it.
Oh, sorry.
Mario Nason, who was walking by with his son at the time, said, "This would be like going to Rome, leaping in the Trevi Fountain, and then saying, 'What do you mean, you can't do this?'" Why do people do these things in Venice that they wouldn't do elsewhere? If you're wondering,
Venice.
The statue of the woman lying there on the beach is a remembrance of a dead partisan.
Oh, that's creepy.
But it's treating Venice like a beach. Police took appropriate action. They banned the woman from Venice for a whole 48 hours and fined her $513. I'm hoping alcohol was involved.
And not some sort of TikTok challenge.
Please, people, before you do anything asinine, at least know your history a little bit.
That much.
Just a little bit.
If that is your real name, remember, these people, these are real names. They get checked out and verified. So here's our list for today of actual real names. Raimundo Mundo, Reverend Pixbutt, Tony's favorite, Saint Schwing. Saint Schwing.
I would change my last name so fast.
Howdy Gowdy. Georgia pound turnip seed.
What?
Georgia pound turnip seed.
Okay.
Cherries, waffles, tennis.
See, I would have went for Wimbledon.
Understanding Bush. I hope this is a boy, because at some point someone's going to say, Miss Understanding Bush.
Yeah, that's just not going to work at all. Yeah.
Erhard Thumbfart, which sounds
okay. I'm pretty sure you can't put anything in with that. That's, again, the last name's got to be changed. It's just
Dr. Wallop Prom Thong.
What?
Dr. Wallop Prom Thong.
Of course it is.
And from a long line of them in New Jersey, Joe Henchman.
Hey. They're all very smart, too, because I think most of them are referred to as wise guys.
Right.
Danville. That's as bad as Eric Verkenis.
Yes, your son.
Yeah. And young Mr. Bowen deciding when they had children that one would be Owen Bowen and the other would be Dennis Verkenis. Turned out Eric blew it apart because his son is named Finn, but hey.
I like Finn.
I don't know. Dennis would have been too hard.
Depends on what the middle name is. If you can get in there with a menace or something.
Dennis the Menace Verkenis. Yeah, that's got a flow to it. I now hate you. Danville, well, I mean, it's not like I didn't before.
This is the ongoing hate.
Yeah. Danville, Pennsylvania. Residents were warned to look out for three small monkeys run amok after a crash between two trucks. Monkeys running amok is never good. According to the Daily Item report, State Trooper Andrea Pelichik said that a truck with 100 African monkeys on board was on its way to a laboratory. See, I said laboratory, not laboratory.
Yes, you did.
When it collided with a dump truck. Oh, nobody wins in that one. She tweeted that a small number of monkeys may have fled the scene after escaping from their carriers.
They may have, according to the pictures.
Careful. They have butts. They're armed and dangerous.
Allegedly. They allegedly.
Yeah. Does that even help you in a court case anymore?
No, it really doesn't.
It shouldn't. Anyway, the three escapees were later located, found guilty, and then humanely euthanized.
Ooh.
I hope they partied well.
The amuckness should have been good, or hopefully.
You know, when you're running amok, you might as well do it up. If the euthanizing is coming, enjoy it while you can.
Amok time for everyone.
And how do you run amok? I mean, I've seen amucks, but I've never known how to run one.
I saw Spock run amok in amok time on Star Trek. That's how I came up with that little phrase, amok time.
Nope, still hating you.
This is true, really news. Send email to TiTR@netradio.network.